All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the tap! 19! Check, 59! Man, that's trash! That's trash! Kill! 59!
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did. And that's caught inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the Panthers' 23-yard line. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and goal at the 4-yard line. This is that. 19. 54. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Escaping, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Back 55.
Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
24 is the mic. Let's go. 24 is the mic. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
24. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
They'll run it with West. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
24 is the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 6 down. Check 6, 8.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 180. Great.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Check three.
They'll try to pound it in with West. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Texans take over
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. The first carry now. This is Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Don't get nervous. Sponge.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Bring it. Watch twist. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. And he went in. Route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Reset. 18. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 59. Right there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 31.
On second and goal, Watson eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Watson on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's West. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Gun. 55 Mike, guy. 55.
Now Newton on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Watch the slant.
This is West. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll try the air now with Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now West. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Strong right, strong right. I got you. I got you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
24's the mic. 24's the mic. They gonna need some therapy after this.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
On first down, it's West, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, this is West. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. 24's the mic. 24's the mic. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton completes it to Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Texans 10.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Watson. Smith catches left side. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 59.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Any day. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the eyes. Alert. Give me your eyes. 54. Mike 54.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 50, check 50.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Hey, 24.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Showing it, showing it.
They start on the ground with West. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, pick your game up. 25. Great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4.
Go.
Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check 52. 59. Bang. At 59.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run again here with West. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Where we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
I'm coming after you. 54.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the 50, it's Watson. Throw outside, complete to QT. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
55's my guy, 55. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a Panther first down.
What's that? What ain't it? Watch till you cry. Man, I got you.
Here's Newton. Setting up the screen for West. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. On a delay to give to West. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 24 is the mic. Hey, get away. Hey. 24 is the mic. Let's make these babies.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Lee. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Great. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Focus, defense, focus. 55 mine.
From the 50, Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Newton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Check right. Watching the five. What we got?
Newton now to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back now in Houston. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. Everyone's got 4 down. Watch 88.
On the ground, it's West again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88. 3.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Got his target, Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Move. Hey, 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check nickel. 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. West, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 65. 65. 65.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike is set. 19. 54. Here we go, dude. Here 24. Check.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
36.
Watson now to throw again. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Here's Watson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson going for it all. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
First down and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They begin here with a run by West. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. to throw. Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check, check. Gun. 24 is the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 24 is the mic. Go. Go, please.
Third and long. It's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
20.
Newton to throw. Dancing to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You got nothing. Eight.
Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught at the 20. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his third touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Gano now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Next to score, Panthers 28, Texans 27.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 31, check 31. Kill. 54.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 7-yard line.
Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
We play to win. Let
The Panthers
go.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.